What is up, legends? We're back with Girls War. So this is a request, a video. I was asked basically, pretty much how to progress because there is a lot of stuff this game throws at you. There's a bunch of stuff on your face, and I had people saying, "Hey, it's pay to win. Hey, it's this and that, and the third." So here's a problem with the whole pay to win thing. I think people use that term too much when they don't want to think about what a game really actually is. Now, granted, there is a lot of stuff that you can spend for in this game, but that doesn't necessarily make it pay to win. And I repeat, on this channel, I don't care what anybody else does, but on this channel, and industry standard, because this is what the industry standard for pay to win is. Pay to win, and I repeat, pay to win is only, I'm going to repeat again, only when there is something in the game that you can't physically get outside of paying for it. If you can progress, if you can level, if you can get characters, if you can get currency, if you can get skins without paying for it, it's not pay to win. And I don't even, to be honest with you, skins was outside of the definition because that really wasn't a thing when they made the definition. And until the industry standard changes what the definition is, pay to win is always going to be not what you think it is, not what you want it to be, not what your opinion of it to be, is always going to be something that you cannot get without paying. Outside of that, that's it. You don't mention it. You don't say it. You don't say, "Oh, this is pay to win." Nope, it's not your opinion. It's what it is. I have to keep repeating that because people will always come in and say, "This is pay to win because look how fast you can level because you spend." So the hell what? So what? like, like, what do you want them to actually charge for at the end of the day? It's either going to be skins or it's going to be convenience. It's going to be one of the two. You can't have it both ways. Like, if you don't want those things to be actually be charged for, then basically buy a game. Then, at the end of the day, that's your thing. So with that out the way, and the reason why I had to say that is because I think people use that term too much and use it incorrectly too much. You pretty much are pointed at a lot of things in this. So we're gonna have the UR event right here, which obviously you can just mess around and come in, and that's very easy to actually take part in. And you have exquisite summons. But you notice I have all of my currency, and I've never used my currency. And the main reason for that is because you get a invest diamonds event. So you notice my next limit is at 20,000. And this is what I did in the previous two times that this game was up on the server. I basically went in and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to save all the way until that point and do it." And that'll give you extra currency. Now, one out of two times when I did this, I ended up getting 30,000 back for getting to the 20,000. So I got an extra 10,000. And then I go on summon and pick whatever I want for the most part. And you see, I'm like just a little bit over halfway there. You get there. You just get there because the game just gives you so much. So you have the Chew event right there. I just showed you guys at the Frankenstein battle. And this one just popped up. And literally what it is essentially you are going to get different brides, and the brides get increased power, and eventually you can actually get those characters as well. She has training and everything else like that. The bride event, as you guys can see, for the most part, they usually are going to give you tickets over time, and you could either work your way there or spend if you wish. But if you pick one, you have to pick one in particular. You can't just do them all. It's pretty fitting in this game, but you have to pick one, and when you pretty much focus on one, you can pretty much get that that bride character. So just remember that, like you just can't summon everything. You're not gonna get everything. It's not gonna work like that if you're free to play. And you have the do aids, which again you see everywhere I go. I'm just essentially just getting stuff. That's literally, this game will drown you in giving you items. You also have Big Bang, which I'm just not even gonna be bothered with that. But you go in and do a quest with that. And actually, I think it's over. Yeah, Big Bang might be over. But you do a quest, and you can actually go into the shop, the Bang shop, which you have 6,000, and you essentially wait until you need any of these items. Don't do it right away. For the most part, you probably only are gonna need this one right here, the Soul Void, but save that until later. But the store is not going to be there for much longer. So if you already have those items like I do, you probably don't want to spend it and get it out of here before the store goes away. Pinnacle is very hard to do because you need to actually go in, do the challenges, and go in there with team, and then do the things you need to do with team. Now, see, here's the problem with all this. Story. We're gonna just push through. You snatch this really early and do all that. You can hit the auto. But you see it has team in here, and what you can do is you can join a team and start doing this event. This is where having friends is going to come in handy because just like I kind of went through this in the FCA version. If you don't have like mad power, people kick you from the team or stuff like that. Or if you don't know somebody, or the person can just be desperate to do it. It's relatively hard to, I got all of it. It's relatively hard to get teams in this mode, but it's very beneficial because you literally have so much stuff for power, as far as getting stamina, as far as getting items, as far as doing this part of the event as well. It's just random. And you see, get all these items as well. All of this stuff is to help you with your account to limit break and get gear and everything else like that. Speaking of which, what you want to pay large attention to is actually equipping and forging gear. So you're gonna notice right here, I have gold gear on my character right here. Mainly the characters that kind of like carry. And that's very useful because what that does is allow you to actually power spike relatively real quick. So you're gonna notice that if you go out into the world, on the bottom right here, you're gonna have these items, which gives you, the idol, which obviously is gonna, give you that. Let me see if I can quick battle real quick. Let's do that. And I'll do that. Yeah, sure. And the purpose of that, head over here. As soon as you get full, what ends up happening is, let me see if I can actually give you a little bit of a speed up on that. Like you see, like literally just the game will just drown you in items. Basically, they said, items. We heard you like items. We're gonna give you items. Basically, literally that's what the game does. That's how it rocks, and it's just always gonna do that. So head down the bag, and you want to head over to equipment, and then smelt. So obviously all this stuff I don't want. I want yellow stuff. So everything but the purple, we're gonna be out of here. So all of that. Even matter of fact, purple, get that out of here too. We on gold level now. And you see that's going to give me those items right there. I have one yellow glove piece right there. So you head down the forge, and you notice that you can equip one item for 1500, but if you click on it, you continue out and you can make more. So obviously we can't do this. We can only do these three right here. So we're gonna do that. And then when you come back, after you're idling, after you beat stages, after you do individual things, which is kind of like is what it is when it comes to whatever you're actually doing, just kind of like figure it out. See, we're good on that. And then now we're down to her and auto equip. So now she just needs those two pieces, and then you rotate the gear down. And this is essentially, I only have 6 characters right now. It's kind of like what the game goes through. You're gonna eventually get this character and all the rest of these characters. Like I said, I'm saving my currency, so like whatever happens basically happens. And you want to rotate down. So you see this character currently has all the gear up to where it can get. So I'm working on this one. So we're gonna hit the auto hand and get it as far as you can. It's going to take majority of the enchant crystals, which you basically get that from doing story and other things, and then my gold. And then bam. So you can't do anything else because obviously I don't have any more enchant crystals. I do have gold, but not a whole lot. But that actually helps. The same thing goes with the intimacy. Obviously, you're going to want to give them gifts, and then they go on dates, and their power goes up. And it actually goes up a lot according to. All right, so we'll just do this. Okay. That enough to go up there? It's not enough. But as you do that, they get more power as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you are doing that. Our next tip is to never pay attention to the. Matter of fact, we'll just hit auto and let it rock. If something is underpowered for you, ignore it. Until the game officially says you lose, ignore it. Because you can actually make your team strong enough and tanky to override the the power disadvantage to the way that the power is to you. So even if you're down like 50k or something like that, you can still win. Now I'm ahead right now because I've been micromanaging and everything else where I'm at in the story. So you see auto, basically, like I'm just gonna truck all the way through this. We're getting currency and everything else. It skips story for you. You can literally just go do something else at the end of the day. You literally can go all the way to end game, basically like this. Just making sure that you pay attention to everything. If you get stuck in a certain point, then head to a different mode. There's literally 40 modes. I'm not kidding. That's how many it is. I counted. There's 40 modes for you to go do, as well as limited content that you can rotate into to have something to do. So if you can't do normal campaign, you can go run and do something else. There's stuff that appears on the map as you unlock more campaign. There's guild combat, there's PvP, there's multiple different types of PvP, there's world raid, there's world dungeons, co-op as well, side story, which there's a hell of a lot of side story. And as you saw before in the top left corner, there is always like events, and there's multiple. And granted, a lot of them are going to be at the point of where you can actually, I guess you could say you can skip it, but for the most part, stuff like this is gonna happen sometimes when they don't want you to be able to skip it. They're gonna force you, but that's like every 1 out of every 8 fights, basically. In between that, as you're gonna see right here, like if I wanted to come in and skip, well, it's doing it for me right now. You can just basically do that. As you reach what power, you always want to make sure that you're continuing to do this, because at the end of every world chapter unlocks something new. And in most cases, it unlocks 2 things. It's been doing that for the last, basically the entire game right now. I believe it does that until 15, where then eventually you're going to have everything out, and there's going to be so much stuff that in this game that you can do that you'll never do it all in a day. You'll probably forget. Like the tryhards will. I see a lot of tryhard people and a few people like who are like really into this. Like, damn, we wish that this was like other games, and I do, because there's just so much stuff that you can do. Like you see, I'm underpowered right now. It's just not even gonna matter. Basically, we're stuck doing this fight, and one of the reasons why this is happening, any character that you get who's AoE that has a big modifier, make sure they get spoiled. Make sure you give them all the gear, because majority of the stuff that you fight in this game, outside like the world bosses, are going to be AoE like these stages. And you're going to want to do that, because that'll make you beat stuff that is like supposed to be higher power than you. All done? There you go. That's a lot of damage. And this fight's kind of like over because we already killed the captain. There's just nothing but the jobbers left, and they're done. GG. And then story, because we are at that game says complete. You're gonna get more of the SSR that they give you, and then you head in. So we got a ton of stuff. We got fishing. Like, it literally tells you like if you have like things that you can actually do. So like you see, we have this quest over here, that quest over here. This is just all open world stuff. We can fight that guy over here. There's a hidden date somewhere. I think I saw that. Is that what the missing is? Oh, it's a hidden event. All right, we can do this. Um, mm, okay, this got problematic. Damn. No, we're good. All right, so we unlock that, and then you know it's right here. We pretty much unlock more summons. So let's say I'm stuck. Go back in. We now have antidotes, which we can just basically go here, and then you want to fuck over here. We pick this up. Skip in. Really simple battle. You don't even gotta watch it. Buy, gain my currency, and my quest complete. More stuff that will lead to your limit breaking. And then he's done. And then you got her over here. I don't care what she got to say. Might lead to a date, but whatever. The purchase, thank you. This is useful because that allows you limit breaks for your purple characters. And you also have trials. Trials use your stamina, which you see up the top right. I don't have much of right now, and give you parts, as you guys can see right here. Around the same power as me. Should be allowing me to skip it. Yep, skip. And that's GG. That opens it up. So if I want to, I can do this. Just in case I don't have enough power, you get that possible loot, and you see you can raid it if you want to, just to save yourself time. But there's no reason to do that when we can do the higher one. Now opens it up over here. Now, I don't particularly need this character right now, so what I would do is head back over here. We'll pick up that because she's the character that I have right now, and we want to farm more parts on her, and I'll show you what that is all useful for. That only gave me like barely anything. Raid chances are done anyway for that. So you head out to your hero. See that right here, and then you'll notice in the middle, right down the bottom, we have enlightenment, which is where you had these at. You see these moon things on the bottom right. You get them at various places, but this is where it helps your tiering. You see we have 5 of 8 uncommon right there, 4 of 8, 4 of 8, 5 of 8, 4 of 8. So you want to do it evenly because you don't want to link in your team. All right, 5 of 8. 5 of 8. You see this, just pushing up power on the team. And then now we have everybody 5 of 8. We head back up to the top for the characters that are like the carries. And let's repeat the process all the way through. And you see we're just pretty much, big chunks of power. More sustain on the characters, so you see like my characters just hang in for a while, and it's useful power. It's not fluff power, because you can fluff power in this game where you start getting like speed and then they can't kill anything, so that's not helping. You notice we have different tiers. Like we have blue right here, so if I want to go into blue, which we do, and then bam, and that's a bigger number. And then we have this one right there, because I do want her to rock, and then that's 18K. Big jump right there. But we're gonna head back up here. 6. So this is all 6 right here. So no, it's modest power right here, but pushing things up. You just watch me go up, like basically to like 1.1 million. I wish you can just make it do like the teams in a row. And like we're like I'm almost basically done now. And again, this is free to play. I haven't spent anything on this. It's gonna finish out green. And when you put characters in slotted, they automatically inherit whatever slot you put them in. So even like don't worry necessarily about that. All right, 2. We'll do that. Like it's a very intuitive game and easy game to progress and get power if you allow it to happen. So here's where I was getting those pieces for and why, because over here is how you push the star up. So you see I have 29 right here. Also having an exchange, so I could do this, which boosts it up even more. And then you see I have exchange right here. So what you do is you click over here and then get some more shards and then bam. 18k. So it's big jumps in between like that. And this is, believe it or not, it's my DPS carry, even though she's only an SR character. She does a very good job. Very good job. And everything else I have is SR for the most part. And I'm pretty much spoiling them according to that as well. You also have Ascension right here, which you can actually do that with those. Remember the items I was telling you about before that you probably are going to want to save for. You either have the rainbow ones or the intellect ones. That's what it's for right here, to actually power those up. So we'll take you, let's go auto. And that's like you see right here, this is your scaling right here. So you want to pay attention to it. It looks like it's not doing a whole lot right now, but what it's doing is every time you get stats and everywhere else, whether it be raw or other big stats, this is helping the overall scaling for the stats that you're getting. So it's definitely not something that you want to ignore on the characters, because it just helps it grow, helps them grow rather. All right. And from there, like literally, it's just do your dailies. This is just all dailies right here. We can just leveling more right here, and dailies are done, like right in front of you. You don't need to rate nothing. Thanks. We'll snatch that. I can just keep giving me stuff. Eventually, I'm going to get that big old. So the some people are asking. I'm gonna cover this as best as I can. Obviously, this is one of those games that might flag over the course of time. Like YouTube right now is leaving me alone on it. Yeah, I'll beat y'all up real quick. They're leaving me alone on it. But that could change. Basically, they could just one day decide, like they did the Decay. They just decided. Like Decay was okay for a little while, and then out of nowhere they was like, well, I don't think it's really out of nowhere. Decay got more etchy. That's probably what happened with that. And they was like, too etchy. And that was a wrap. Now, as far as the summon, if you do what I am doing, typically the only thing you can really do is you ticket. And you get a free thing every day. All right, so we got tickets. See if we can rock. And I have these. What did I wish list? Oh, I already did it. All right, so did we actually get somebody? We did. All right, that's my second SR right there. DPS and tank. Okay. She's going in immediately. Now I can pick. What if I didn't want that? Because I don't. Cleo and there you go. Y'all know dark skin waifu power. Y'all know. Somebody had to add because like I was like it looks like shard system. You can't get characters. You can get characters. Not very often, but you can. Okay. And the pieces add up, by the way, so you don't necessarily have to go that crazy. And the game gives you enough currency. I think I'm guaranteed one here. There we go. We got Leonidas. See, not that hard, right? Your pursuit unit? You literally look like a tank. And goddamn. Like, Jesus. I'm gonna leave that there for now. After I get a few dupes of them, I'm gonna change it over and then get a healer. All right, let's see what wedding hijinks we can get into. Wedding characters, let's go. Yeah. Really 7 more. I might as well do it. How many ideas I got? All right, we'll try. Got nothing useful. This is Beowulf, and okay, I'll take that. That's actually useful. More parts for Tachibana. I mean, I just take all the parts because, like I said, eventually what ends up happening is you just get the characters. Like, this is the reason why I picked her over there, because I saw her. I was like, yep, gonna go get her. I need a proper healer now, though. And I'm gonna get Masamune eventually. This is all the purples. Give me useful stuff. Kinda useful. Like, literally, this is like all free stuff, basically. Okay. And then like I'll play for a day and then come back and then eventually, like, you know, and then, you know, rock the summons out and then probably get something else. It's only been 3 days so far. Nice, we're getting shard part. Yeah, you know a lot. I appreciate you. A formation. All right, so I will have to take Augusta out and Nini. Losing power because they need to be built, but that's okay. Yep. Now we have two SSRs in and auto equip. Gotta get them gear, and we're close to being back to power. Now we gotta actually do the intimacy again. And I could take all this back. Which I probably will do. But not right now. Yeah, I'll have to do all that. We don't need to do let's go and fight a few things so y'all can get a look at them. Let me see, how strong is this? Oh. I don't think I'll be able to overcome that. Because they're not built. I mean, maybe? This is not gonna work. I already know. Let's see. Never mind. I should just let it rock. Nice. Yeah, the skill build stuff is turning out well. Actually, you know what? I'm messing up. I was supposed to cut that off. He does like a really good job. I need to get another heal over. She drops a shield on the weakest unit too. I gotta put some respect on her name. I don't want to auto though. Yes. My currency. Thank you. We getting there. We getting there. I guess I can just do this, right? And then yeah. We'll wrap at this. Damn, she just flat killed them. My AoE units might be too much AoE in. Damn, that took a lot of damage out of her. Oh, she is spoiled, so be hard carrying right now. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like I said, when new stuff come in, I probably will come back with a video for it and show you my progress in the game. Probably won't be super often videos, but I will. I'm probably just gonna go all the way to end game, like I did before. Because, like I said, there's a lot of stuff, and for me personally, when you end up at end game where you start doing like the big raids, that's what the most enjoyable, and seeing what build I can come up with and racing other people. You can even take on whales because you get so much stuff that eventually the whales are going to outrun you in the beginning. So just don't worry about it. Don't look at it. You're not going to be able to do anything with them. There's literally too much stuff for them to take advantage of in this game. The same way we have stuff to take advantage of for free, they got stuff too. So you're just never going to catch up that way, and it's always like that in these type of games. The minute you see a BP power game, you're going to not be able to keep up with whales. That doesn't necessarily mean the game is pay to win. That means basically that it has whale stuff in it, and you should stay in your lane because they're pretty much paying for the server bill. So outside of that, I will catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Hopefully, this will help you guys. The people who are like they don't know what to do, they're stuck. Like what's going on? Hopefully, it'll help you out. So catch you later. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.